Alright, BGFH back here again for the second level of the Blood Harvest campaign, and my frame rate just went really choppy for a second. Hopefully that irons out a little bit. Huh, there we go. Let's see. Head north. Alright. We shall do that. Oh yeah, this level. Yeah, there. I remember a lot of times playing this one, and tanks are bad news on this level. Lots of restarts, especially on expert playing there. My friends and I, it didn't really go too well. Where is it? I have to... Ah, yeah, here we go. So you have to actually walk across these beams up here. We gotta... Come on! There we go. So, I really haven't talked too much about, you know, my actual vision impairment myself. You know, I did a little bit during the Wolfenstein videos, but not really anything too much. It's really kind of hard to explain. I don't even remember the exact... Oh, man. Alright, deal with the horde. Hold on. Ah. I don't really remember the exact name of my vision impairment. You know, I've got it written down, obviously, but it's not really a common eye disease. Thankfully, it is stable. But, you know, I've been legally blind since birth, so I've never, you know, legally been able to drive or do stuff like that. But growing up on a farm, you know, I did have my chances here and there, you know, when my dad would be, you know, working in the fields or haying. You know, I have gotten to drive a little bit before, so I always tell, you know, people ask me, well, you know, the first question that I get when I say that I'm legally blind or that I have vision problems, they're like, well, can you drive? Well, my answer is yes, but not legally. So, but yeah, so when we open this door right now, we're gonna get a nice alarm. So one of our little crescendo events here. And welcome the horde. Okay. Are they gonna come from this way or behind? It varies. Sometimes both, but usually it's one or the other, primarily. Okay. Holy crap. There are a lot of dudes. Let me reload. Wow. Alright, got a full reload going. And I got a hunter. Yeah. Oh! Shit, smoker. Help me, guys. There you go. Ah, okay. There we go. Healed up. Let's get away from this dang alarm before it attracts more. But yeah, so I've never been able to really, you know, drive legally or anything like that. Growing up on a farm, you know, I did have the fortune to be able to, you know, drive, you know, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, ATVs, stuff like that. You know, I got to drive a car a little bit, a pickup. So, you know, I have had the experience. Nothing too fancy, but, you know, at least I've gotten to play with that a little bit. One thing I will say, especially nowadays, not being able to drive, yeah, it sucks, and I do kind of like the more, you know, quiet, low-key, rural setting a little bit more, but, whoa! Obviously, on the farm, one of the disadvantages was I couldn't get into town whenever I wanted. I couldn't drive, so, you know, that's why living in a city, just having access to public transportation is really nice. And like I said, nowadays I have to admit that I can deal with the cost of a public transportation, you know, a monthly bus pass and the occasional taxi cab ride, you know, Very rarely do I have to do that, but I am very okay with paying what, I don't remember if it's either like $40 a month or $40 a pay period that I get. Oh, sorry, Bill. I thought you were a zombie. Sorry, Bill. But you know, $40 a month or $40, even if it's a pay period, that's cheap. People can spend that on one tank of gas, so I'm okay with that. If I actually had a car, I'd probably be just as broke as everybody else. So you know, you got to look at it that way too. You know, it's like, well, yeah, you can't drive, but you save a lot of money that way. Like I said, I grew up on a farm, so I really didn't get... Okay, we got a witch coming up. Where is she? Odds are she's going to be right in my frickin' path again. And hopefully we can just run... Oh, yeah. Howdy. We're gonna... let's see. Where is she? Okay. Oh, shit. She's getting angry. Where is she? Yeah. Who made her mad? Oh, man. What were you guys doing way over there? There's no reason to go over here. Alright, I'll get her. I'll get them up here. I don't know why they went over here. There's no reason to really go. I guess they could be looking for supplies, but... still. Alright, well, at least we survived that witch encounter. Boomer! There we go. So... I don't remember how much of this I covered when I was talking about my, in my Wolfenstein video. So if I do a little overlap here, sorry about that, but just kind of go through, you know, just a little bit of my background, you know, like I said, with a vision impairment. Early on, you know, it wasn't too bad, you know, early elementary school and stuff like that, but as we got into, I don't know, like 3rd or 4th grade, where you really started reading and learning cursive and stuff, that's where I really started having problems, because back then, it seemed to be kind of like people had the opinion of, well, technically you can see, you know, we give you a magnifier, and yes, technically you can read, so, you know, I wasn't old enough to maybe really know better or be able to communicate it to him, but I have a feeling that for the first, you know, few years, it was kind of like, well, you may have some vision problem, not being able to read this, but maybe it's just you have a learning disability too, and, or you're lazy, you know, do your homework. And to some degree that was partly true, as I didn't want to do my homework, but a large part of that was because, you know, I've always liked to learn, but even when you're a little kid, when it takes 4 times as long to do a homework assignment than everybody else, you kind of lose motivation. So we'll continue this story and this campaign in the next video here. I'm not doing too good on this level either. Just kind of scraping by here. Well, we'll see you next time here once the level loads. Come on. Uh-oh. Did we freeze again? Come on.